Good morning, everybody, and welcome to week 4 of the wind. Yeah, hooray us. So as you guys saw, we had a lot of wind whenever we were irrigating, and that wind has not stopped. Every friggin' day it feels like the wind is blowing, and that just wears you down faster than this drought we're in. Our wheat was looking really good until the last couple of days. I don't know how it was looking good, but it was still looking good. Biggest thing we got going on right now is cattle. Thank God they're making money, because right now nothing else is. But we've been buying and selling like crazy. I've never seen us moving cattle as quickly as we are this spring. Feels like every week we are shipping currently. It's weird. We shipped, I think we shipped 2 days last week. We got another 3 loads. Yeah, 3 loads going. He was going to try and get them today, but I think they're going to make us wait till Thursday. So, yeah. We're staying busy with cattle, that's for sure. Buying a couple hundred, or buying 100 to 150 a week. Kind of keeps you going. But back to the wheat. So, our wheat held on all winter long amazingly. I mean, we insured a lot of our wheat for the first time in 20 years, mainly because we didn't trust it to survive the winter. It actually held on great. We gave it a good 1.25 to 2.5 inches depending on the pivot. It was looking great, and then last Friday all hell broke loose around here. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying we are incredibly lucky, because all I'm doing is bitching about how bad our crops look, where I got neighbors that are in much worse shape. Friday, the wind was in the 40s, gusting to 70, and a fire started about 5 miles in the direction you're looking. You can see that ridge line behind me. It'd be a couple more miles past that. Fire broke out on grassland, on pasture land. And when you're battling 70-mile-an-hour gusts, there's not a damn thing you can do about it, unfortunately. Those guys, they fought like hell. Between the firefighters, all the farmers and ranchers over there, by the time we knew a fire broke out, it was already past where we could even get to, physically get to try and help. Because with all the dirt that was blowing, you couldn't even tell there was smoke. By the time you could tell there was smoke, and I'm going to try and insert my Instagram story right here. Alright, anybody who follows me that lives north of me, start packing. We got problems. That is a massive fire on Sand Creek, I've been told. And unfortunately, there is nothing that's going to stop that son of a bitch till the wind quits, which is going to be after midnight. This friggin' thing might burn all the way to Nebraska by the time the wind decides to calm down. Holy crap. Best of luck, guys. Best of luck. That's the kind of insanity we were dealing with. Like I said, by the time we realized what happened, I went over to try and see where I could send somebody, and the fire was already well past anywhere we could have ever got to with a tractor. It was insane. They lost a ton of grass, 3 different ranches that I know, and then it just kept going. The report I saw yesterday said it burned a little over 9,000 acres. The only reason they got ahead of it before it got up to Cheyenne Wells was because the wind started to die down, so they could physically get ahead of it. But I keep bringing up the wheat and getting distracted by other things. So our wheat was looking great until that wind on Friday. And that night, it still looked really good. But every day since, it has looked uglier and uglier and uglier. And it's like that wind just sucked the life out of it. And it has started to go backwards on us. Ignore this edge here. That's where the end gun doesn't cover, so there's not a whole lot. But as you can see out there, I mean, the color isn't there. It just... ugh. Just ugh. And what's making us nervous is just driving around, checking fields like we do in the evening. We're paranoid we're starting to see the flag leaf shoot out. which if you've never been around wheat, it'll grow, and then all of a sudden you'll see this one leaf shoot out called the flag leaf. That means it's done growing up. The flag leaf is a sign the head is about to pop out. That would be a disaster, to say the least, if that happened right now, because that's not choppable as is. And there's a lot of cattle in this valley that need something to eat because everything is running out. We're hauling silage to different guys that have run out of silage. They're all depending on the spring crop. Oh, so it's hard to not get flustered by that. But yeah, so the only thing you guys have been missing out on is messing with cattle and working in the shop. So the shop, the big project we've had in there is the white feed truck, the little T300. It's kind of been a problem child. Radiator went out on it a year ago, and 3 weeks ago it went out again. Took them to a radiator shop to get them repaired, because last time we just bought a radiator because we didn't know where to take them. Found a radiator shop, I don't know, 2 hours away. And when we took it to him and he was looking at it, he goes, well, the first mistake you're making is using red antifreeze. He goes, I don't know what it is in it, but it eats the solder. Have any of you ever had trouble with red antifreeze? Because 2 radiators like that, and then now we've noticed another truck is leaking. We're starting to wonder if we need to just drain the antifreeze out of every truck and put in like the green or yellow or whatever. Alright, so here's the truck. So radiator is from right there down. This is the air-to-air on top. So changing out the radiator isn't that big a deal, you know. A couple hoses on each side, drain it out. This is a shield around it though, and for some reason it didn't want to line up worth a dang, so spent a lot of time getting that done. And then this pipe right here has been a nightmare. This truck used to have a transmission cooler right here. That's what the 2 hangers were for. But when Aulick built it for the box, they put on an auxiliary transmission cooler back here. So it became a pain in the butt to deal with this one because it was causing problems. A year ago, we took it out, just welded a piece of pipe in, called it good. Problem is, the way Kenworth had it set up, this pipe was anywhere from 2 inch to 2, well, it's 2 1/4 inch is what it should be. But because it was kind of an oddball, there was places where they necked it down to 2 inch, then went to 2 1/4, then up to 2 1/2, then back to, it was a very odd setup. So we've been scrounging the scrapyard a couple miles away, finding pipe, and Glenn built this one. We had to cut 2 of them apart to get it to be a tight enough U, weld on the fittings, pressure test it. Well, we couldn't figure out how to pressure test it, so they put it on, started filling it with antifreeze, and then just used the hand pump to pressurize it, found a leak. So I had to take it all back apart. Then this morning we got the idea, after kind of fixing up a few spots, let's pressure test it again. I recorded it on my phone, how we figured out how to pressure test that one. We don't keep beer on hand at all times because we're alcoholics. No. We have it around because it's good tools. Plug pressure test. What could go wrong? I did record on my phone how pressure testing that went. Went perfectly fine, but typical fashion around here, all the language in the shop would definitely give me a guideline violation. Okay, lunch is over. Afternoon powwow that lasted 45 minutes is over. Now I got the not so blonde blondie. And Cam. Just go with Cam. Just trying to think of something clever. We gotta go dig a hole. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. And then pour concrete. Are we the concrete crew as well?
Yeah.
Because I think Hector said screw it, he's leaving. So.
Hector don't want to pour concrete. So your dad did shorts and
big tuna in the shorts. Yeah, that's great. Great concrete. Oh, cool. Our concrete's already here. This is just getting better by the minute. It's typical for us. 2 minutes in, there's already a change of plans. Concrete truck's here. Gotta fix both ends of this. This will be easy. Famous last words. Alright, concrete's done. The not blowing Blondie has to run to get cattle. So I'm taking whopping 18 head big sale day today. So she's gonna take her pickup to go get the other pickup to go get the calves. Dale's doing God knows what, so I stole his pickup. Glenn and Bart are shoveling the sand. Yeah, typical day. Typical day of every 5 minutes a new plan. Hey Cam, what's your favorite part of concrete?
Nothing. None. No, I don't have a favorite part.
You know what my favorite part is? When it's done.
Yeah.
Alright, concrete's done. Bart and Glenn got all the dirt work around the cylinder in that pond done. Had some fun burning some weeds. Now we're going to go hide for the rest of the afternoon in the shop. Sounds like a good plan. As you can see, the shop has kind of changed a little bit. Got the feed truck out of here, had a few things to finish on it. Adjusting a load cell. A couple of zip ties on some new hoses, and then now we got in the drop deck and Cameron's baby. Why do we have the drop deck in? Time for new tires. That has been our new fun-filled endeavor. Where you can't be in the fields, let's find a new thing to do in the shop. So we started buying a lot of tires, which meant we bought tire tools. Got the slide hammer here. I don't know where the spoons are at. They're somewhere around. It's one of those things that's kind of a pain in the ass to learn, but once you get going, it's not too bad. So that's mainly Cameron's new ordeal, is changing tires. See how long it lasts. Either way, guys, there's kind of an update on what the hell's been going on around here. Catch you later.